Welcome to the brand new season of Project Ultimate. I have got the next 100 seconds of this little clip to explain what Project Ultimate is if this is the first time watching. Project Ultimate is a series that I began after I realised I was terrible at the F1 game in my team. Had really good pace over my teammate, really good. Then 3 races in a row were terrible. Sochi, I got a well-deserved P10, got mysteriously put to P20 after the end of the race. Singapore, got hit in the back, caused a safety car, and gave me a cheap P5. I didn't feel like it was fair. And then the final straw, Japan. I was beating my teammate, which at the time was Pierre Gasly. I was beating him all season. And then in Japan, he was quicker than me by a second. So I started this, Project Ultimate, where I've got to win at each of the AI levels in categories like F1 and that, before making my way to 110 AI, where I'd be in, theoretically, F1, and I have to win a championship on 110 AI. I've got 14 seconds left. Each series is then based on AI, and you join me for Championship 79. Let's go do it. If you want a little bit more info, here's a little bit more info whilst Collie is going on in the background. So, why am I doing this? Why can't I just lower the AI? Well, I wanted to make myself better, and so the only way I can see that is doing progressions. So the AI levels are as follows: Championship 19 on 19 AI. I don't need to say the AI level because it's self-explanatory. Championship 39, followed by Championship 59, Championship 79, which I am at, Championship 89, Championship 94, and then Championship 100. Now here's a little special case. If Formula 3 is in the F1 game at the point where I'm doing Championship 100, then it will be Championship 100. However, if Formula 3 is not in the F1 game, then Championship 100 will be replaced by Formula 3 in the F2 cars, but brought down the AI just to make it look like Formula 3. Then, of course, once I win Formula 3, I would move to Formula 2 on 110 AI, win Formula 2, go to F1, 110 AI, win it, and then Project Ultimate is over. And I have added a clause where I must win at the AI before to go up a level, which unfortunately I did not do at 59. Now, as you would have seen in the settings, this is on equal performance. However, Championship 39 and the first season of Championship 59 were in career mode, and so the performances of the cars actually affected my performance to my ability to perform. Now, what's wrong with that, you may think? Well, Championship 100, I'm going to go based off what it is in the F1 game currently. Championship 94 at the moment is technically Formula 4. And so, I know some of these aren't going to exist. Meaning Championship 89 is Formula 5. Championship 79, Formula 6. Championship 59, Formula 7. Championship 39, Formula 8. And Championship 19, Formula 9. Now, in my head, all the three series have equal performance. And so, me doing it in career mode, after 2 seasons, I thought, no, that doesn't make sense. And it was kind of helped by the fact that beginning the second season of Championship 59, the upgrades were too much and I couldn't drive the car. So I hope you understand what Formula Project Ultimate F1 AI is, and I hope you can join me on my route to 110 AI and champion on 110 AI. You don't have to join me. You can follow. You can wait 5 years. It'll probably be 10. You can do it yourself. I do advise that you turn all assists off, go into cockpit, make it as realistic as possible, and then use the upper limits of the AI. The boundaries, of course, being very easy AI, medium, hard, which is what we're on at the moment. Expert, 89 AI. Master. And then we have Legend and Ultimate. Hence, Project Ultimate F1 AI. I hope that's all you need to know. So let's get straight into qualifying. Okay, now let's try and spend a minute on qualifying 1. Qualifying 1 in the middle of the session was really good. We only had one purple sector, however, Max took the Sector 1 and Sector 2 purples, but it was fine, we had Sector 3 purple. He was half a tenth behind us, but I did make a couple of mistakes on that lap and only set a 30.6. Lewis and that, nothing wrong with their performance either. I can't remember when I started this segment, I think it was 4 minutes 10. End of qualifying 1, and obviously Max improved, went 2 tenths ahead of us, but it's fine, we didn't get knocked out, and so let's go to Q2. Q2 was much better, we pulled out a 30.3, and Max was nowhere to be seen in the top 10, so we had all 3 purple sectors. 4 tenths over Charles in second place, with Lewis down in P10 midway through the session. Of course, the AI yet to do their second run, which they are about to do, and I'm about to show you. Actually, because it's going in a minute, you've already seen it. Qualifying 2, the end of it. We stayed with 30.3, and Charles did not improve on his lap time. However, Max improved and went P3, knocking Lewis into P11. Yay. May want to point out that our expected championship rivals, which I've said many times, is Charles, Verstappen and Hamilton. So with no Hamilton in Q3, we were easily at the top at the beginning of the session. We only had the one purple, Sector 3, as Max took purple Sector 1 and purple Sector 2. We did set a 1 minute 30.4 flat, and so it put us 6 tenths ahead of Ocon, who took second place for the moment. Max Verstappen in P3, and the other expected rival, Charles, in P7, 1 second off. However, we go to the end, and Max closed in to within 2 tenths. Charles, within 3 tenths, took to P2 and P3. But it was good. We're on pole. And we're keeping up our record of getting pole. So let's go win the race. We haven't had the best of luck around Bahrain, but I'm sure we can do it this time.
It's race day and our drivers are all out on the grid performing their final checks before we get underway here at the Bahrain International Circuit. We go racing today around the 3.36 miles of the magnificent Bahrain International Circuit, with 15 corners and 2 good passing opportunities into turns 1 and 4. Keep an eye out for drivers locking the front left tyre into the tricky braking zone of turn 10. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. What a qualifying yesterday for George Russell. He'll start today's race from pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Fernando Alonso, Sergio Perez and Ocon, Sainz, Norris, Vettel and Valtteri Bottas, Hamilton, Albon, Kevin Magnussen and Gasly, Mick Schumacher, Stroll, Daniel Ricciardo, and Guan Yu Zhou, Tsunoda, and Nicholas Latifi. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box, and it's fantastic to have you with us here, but I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
Well, I imagine they'll be starting to feel the adrenaline as they anticipate the rundown into turn one, a bit like preparing to go into battle. The unknown situation will bring nerves, but that's a good thing. It will keep them focused on the moment and on their surroundings as we build towards the start of the Grand Prix.
So you join me on the grid for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Changing up the strategies a little bit. One slot, medium hard, perfect. No quicker strategy. Let's see if we can do double mediums, then softs at the end for 2-stop, 4 tenths behind the original strategy that was here. 2 tenths, 1 tenth. Do I hear quicker? No, 1 tenth looks to be the best. Let's see if we can put softs in the middle. Let's try softs first, actually. That was the original strategy. Let's try and put softs second. 2 tenths. Oh, just under a tenth, just over half a tenth. Yeah, that's the best we're gonna get. 1 stop is quicker. Using the estimated fuel from practice. Yes, I know it's in Grand Prix mode, but I do practice. It's a little bit iffy on the fuel. Let's just put it bang on. Yeah, that should be fine. 1 extra lap. Everyone else, mediums and a couple of softs. We should be fine. Let's go. Right. Welcome to the Bahrain Grand Prix. Let's get underway and see how we did. And the 5 lights out go out now, and lap 1. Best. I wouldn't say it's the best start I've had, because if Max actually got an OK start, he would have been alongside me, so yeah. But led the way ahead of Charles after Max bottled turn 1, and we were into the lead. So I've just got blocked nose. I'm not ill or anything, I've just got a blocked nose. So after this, we've got to go to Algebras for collision warning with someone. Can't remember who. Yeah, Max tries overtaking me, but just slows down so much at the apex. So that that was that. Valtteri down on P11. What did you do, son? There's a lot of warnings in this race. I have to warn you. Was there contact there? Slightly. Well, yeah, his wheel goes through his front wing. More contact. That's probably the contact warning. Anyway, we've gone through the whole... Why are you blinking? Oh. I thought the blinking was just because he's gone under 10%. No wonder... That's... How do I get away with it then? Because look, I'm at 77, 78. How do they get away with not using so much? Using so much. Anyway, I've got nothing till for a while. Lando Norris, lap 9. I think he cut the corner somewhere. I think he got a track limit warning. Oh, Nicholas Latifi. So, yeah. Yep, that makes much more sense. I didn't see that. My bad, G. LNNL. Same thing. Just backwards. Anyway, Latifi retires from the Grand Prix. Pulls over to the side at turn 8. No safety car, just the yellow flag. Because of course we get no safety cars. Last time I got a safety car was when Latifi crashed because of Schumacher, who went wide in Austria turn 10 because of me. So yeah. Pierre Gasly, Alex Albon, Mick Schumacher and Carlos Sainz. 4 of them. They're all here. Oh yeah. Alright. On board Gasly. I'm not sure what goes on because I'm pretty sure he gets a warning for a collision with Tsunoda. Gasly. Okay, what happens? Oh! No, he gets retirement. That's what he gets. Right, sector 3. Seeing it as we need Gasly. We need Albon. We need Albon, Gasly, Schumacher and Sainz. So what happens? Albon spins. There's Tsunoda, there's T. And they all get a collision warning. So if I'm not wrong, Pierre Gasly will have retired. And Albon got a warning. Not sure what for. Then Schumacher got a warning and Sainz got a warning. Yeah, quite the incident actually. Very interesting. Well done. Ferrari. Did that cause a safety car? I think it did. Yes, it did. So yeah. How quick was the safety car? I think I got it about turn 4. Yeah, it's quite... Yeah, I first noticed it at turn 4. That's the first board I saw it at. This one here. Oh, tried face plant. Anyway, we got to change of strategy. Pit stop. Go from the tyres we were on at the one stop, medium hard, to medium soft hard. Medium soft medium. Was it quicker? I thought yes. So we'll be on the quickest tyre for the entire of the rest of the Grand Prix. So I don't see any disadvantage. So I boxed. Charles came in with me, Max stayed out, and with the gaps that we had, I stayed ahead of Perez, I believe. Or, no, Perez came in as well. A lot of people came in. Good stop. Soft screen. Need to sort out that pit animation. Yep, Max goes through. There's Checo in the box. Lando goes through. Lando pits. Hamilton goes through. And we're back into the race in P3. Under safety car. On softs. So if you want to know what the other people went on to, Charles went on to hards. I think Bars pit. Checo on hards. Norris on hards. Vettel on hards. Ocon on hards. Ricardo. Softs as well. And all these guys already pit. So yeah. Then lap 17 we got back underway for racing under green flag. Quite good this one. Safety car didn't leave until like halfway through sector 3. But unfortunately I am not the most entertaining part of this. This goes to Magnussen, Ocon, Stroll, Vettel, Albon and Tsunoda. As Vettel's the highest of these guys, we're going on board with him. Now you can probably guess what's going to happen. But lap 17, all of these got a warning and I think Tsunoda retired. Making Tsunoda the third retirement. We tried overtaking Hamilton. Oh, there we... Oh, wow. Jesus Christ, Magnussen. On board for these guys. Oh. That's a late move for Ocon. Yeah, he moves because of Magnussen moving. It's a late dive for Magnussen, but if anyone's fault, it's Ocon's. So that's Ocon's warning. Stroll. There's his warning. So obviously Magnussen's one wasn't a warning, it was retirement. Vettel, where's your warning? That. Collision with Magnussen. Probably. Albon, what did you do? Collision with Tsunoda. Oh yeah, first incident, Schumacher gets a penalty for ignoring yellow flags. Not sure who he overtook, I'll have to go back. Tsunoda. Oh yeah, Tsunoda's warning. I'm gonna have to check these. No, that's driver's incidents. Bottas collision with Norris. I think I got that. Gasly terminal damage. Albon collision with Tsunoda. Zhou collision with Tsunoda. Schumacher collision with Gasly. And Sainz severe collision with Gasly. 5-second penalty. Lap 17, Kevin Magnussen, terminal damage. Ocon, collision with Magnussen. Stroll, collision with Ricciardo. Vettel, collision with Magnussen. Albon, collision with Tsunoda. And Tsunoda, 5-second penalty, severe collision with Albon. Wow. Anyway, now we can go to me. I go around the outside of Hamilton, trying at turn 1, but he tries to overtake Max. So I hang back, and obviously I see that there's yellow flags, but we're in green flag territory. So I go fake to the inside, go around the outside of turn 4, and with a little pinch on the inside of the apex, I'm up into P2 with someone getting damaged in the background. More than enough space. Lap 22, Valtteri Bottas. Ah, cool. Retirement from the Grand Prix, making the retirement total 4. Pulls over to the side of the circuit. I didn't actually see this one. I think I heard about yellow flags, but I didn't see about this one. I heard about the damage at turn 1 on the safety car restart, but I thought he was talking about what caused the safety car. But no. Oh, my bad, I forgot the overtake. Lap 20. How long have we done this for? 16 minutes, not bad. Around the outside of Max, up into P1, not quite, through turn 2. Threading the needle between the apex and Max, and we get ourselves up into P1 after turn 3. I don't know why I'm trying to commentate it like that, but hey ho. It's fine. On boards then, because I love them. That's why the video is always an hour long. Around the outside of turn 1, not quite working, we're a little bit deep. But get a nice run around the outside still, and up into P. What? Of course it was only one sneeze. That was a waste of time. Anyway, on board from Max, you can just see the shadow go a little bit wide. He tries to take the normal line through turn 2, but I'm still there. Force him over past. And with DRS, because Max does not have it, we're up into P1 once again. Yeah, I'll have to watch out for my strategy, seeing as we're the only ones on softs after that pit stop, apart from Ricardo, I think it was. so we'll have to watch it. Everyone else is on hard, going to the end. Where am I trying to go? Whoa! Oh, yeah. They don't like following me through turn 10. He's not even anywhere near me. Anyway, lap 30. Lando gets a track limit warning. Oh yeah. What else? Oh, come on. How am I forgetting about my own race? Anyway, lap 29. Coming in for our pit stop. The last one of the race. Max has already made his. Charles has already made another one. Odd. And Hamilton's already made his. So we've got Perez behind us. So we come into the box for our second set of mediums, brand new ones, 14 seconds ahead of Perez. So we should come out in the race about 6 to 16 seconds behind him, because the pit lane's between 20 and 30 seconds. It's closer to 20. But there we go. Perez, Norris, Ocon, Vettel go past. Where are we going to be? I think we're going to be... yeah, 6 seconds. And then we go really wide. And unfortunately, Sainz gets past us. Yay! Okay, that was creepy. I'm not doing that again. And so now we have to go chase after him. Just after we check in with Lando's track limit warning. Really weird to see that Lando got a track limit warning. Never mind, I know why now. So he's battling Perez. Thank you very much. It's going to lose you both time. I need that if all four of you are going to the end of the race, which you are. I think Sainz might be as well after his incident on lap 13. Yeah, it goes really wide. Perez actually takes him wide. And Ocon goes through. Vettel gets front wing damage. And Vettel overtakes them both as well. That's why it was so easy to catch up to these guys. Yeah. Carlos Sainz now 5 seconds, 5.7, and just closing and closing. Okay. Lap 32 for Sainz. We overtake him. Down the outside of turn 1. Is this going to be a good move? Closer to the apex this time. Through turn 2. A little bit more room allowed for me. Max. And we're up into P4 to go chase after the podium. 6.5 seconds off the podium. Race win. On camera. Obviously, it is going to be a little bit harder to go chase after Ocon. It won't be exactly 6 seconds because we'll have to have overtaken Perez and Norris first. But obviously, within the overtake on Sainz, we have closed in on Ocon because it was 7 seconds as we came out of the box. Maybe 8 seconds because of going wide and behind Sainz. But obviously, with Perez and Norris battling, and Ocon having to overtake both of them at turn 9 and 10, we were able to close in a good chunk of time. No foul play with Sainz, easy overtake, and we are now up into 4th place. And we're going to let him have fun with Max, who's about 3 seconds behind, but on the hard tyres. Sainz are older. Max should easily close up. Lap 34 is next. And this is quite interesting. We are now, 4.5 seconds from the lead. And so we closed in about 2 seconds on 2 laps, so that's really good. Now here we are in sector 2 as Lando and Perez are battling. They're going to go side by side through turn 9 and 10. Lando is going to take Perez wide, and we're just going to nip down the inside of Perez. And now we are up into P2 and we can get an overtake on Lando as well because he has no DRS. Force him down to the apex of turn 11. A little bit more space should have been given. We're on the curb and Norris spins us round. Again, I don't know why I'm trying to commentate like it. And Science gets us, but we dive him back at turn 13. And surprise, surprise. Massive underbody and side pod damage. So now we have to contest with that. And Max trying to overtake Science also tries to overtake me. I don't know what it is with the AI. And Norris now has to pit. Thank you, boys. Really enjoyed that. So. Oh. Yeah. So he goes wide. I nip underneath quite easy, actually. And then now I'm chasing after Lando. See if we could see it better from Perez, but no, he's too far back. So we go around the outside. He goes quite tight on the inside. There's a little bit of contact. I'm on the curb now. And I'm just spun round. Absolutely wonderful. There's Science. And then there's the repass. Absolutely wonderful. Okay, this first bit, I will admit, I probably could have given a little bit more space. But he does lock up and go a little bit wide. And then he just turns in to me. And at that point, I'm saying, get off me. You can't actually see the damage because there is no side pod. I gave him enough space. He's just locked up a little bit. That bit, racing incident. This bit, what the hell am I supposed to do? There's nothing I can do there. There's nothing I can do. So of course, Lando comes into bits. Well, I was going to say I'm now safe, but no, because Science does exactly what Verstappen did. Overtakes the other one, and tries overtaking me in the process. I force him out and stay P3. But now, thanks to that, I am 10 seconds behind Perez with Ocon with no chance of closing in. And lap 35, Perez has no chance of doing anything in this race as well, because coming out of turn 10, as you'll see in a minute, he retires from the Grand Prix. Very fortunate for me to gain another position, but yeah, it is nothing. Nothing can help this race now for me. Not even a safety car. because I won't have the pace to overtake. At 37. So at this point, Max and Czech and Carlos are trying to battle me. He goes a little bit tight at turn 1, and I'm able to just go past him at turn 2 and up into P2 once again. Then Carlos, well, we go 3 wide almost, and I'm having to battle 2 people at once. And in all of that, Science gets himself up into P3. However, we head to turn 9 now. And Science makes himself look like an idiot. Spins on the curb and goes across the apex. Hits Max. Science gets a warning for track limits or collision. And goes and eventually moves after he's in P10. Now, as well as this, sorry, Max gets a warning, collision. Schumacher gets a penalty for ignoring yellow flags. As opposed for overtaking Max. Alonso gets a warning for track extension. Very much so. So yeah. I am just going to check that. Sainz and Verstappen warning for collision with each other. Schumacher and Alonso both got exceeded track limits warnings, and Schumacher then got a ignoring yellow flag penalty. So that caused the safety car, and I was actually looking forward to that. Because I thought, you know what, we're on the back of Ocon now. If we just get an overtake on him, we might be able to defend for the final 17, 18 laps. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. And Ocon, well, you'll just see in a minute. Thing is, we got a good restart with him. Because no. I guess it's because I was kind of alongside with him. I wasn't alongside like Max does. I was just behind him, but not in his dirty air. And so I was just focusing on Ocon, and once I saw him go, overtake, boom, go. Although we weren't able to get an overtake. You can see, not quite alongside, but not quite behind him. ERS wasn't really close enough for a move. Thought about it, but didn't actually do it. Was that a mistake? Well, no. Lewis then came at me. Tried going around the outside, nothing doing. And instead, Ricciardo overtook him. Almost. Now we have to go to Stroll and Verstappen. Collision warning for the two. You won't be able to see it off board. There it is. Well done, Max. You are now finishing last in this race. So, final 17 laps. Ricciardo and Lewis battling each other. Eventually Lewis closed in on me, lap 47. And tries to go around the outside for turn 1. We have the DRS, and so we just pull ahead. and now use DRS to get away. And Lewis just got swamped by Ricardo, and Ricardo got him. Yes. No. Yes. And then Schumacher got him. Yes. No. No, not yet. Then lap 49, Lewis just dropped like a stone. Overtook by Carlos. No, what the hell? Okay, 3 wide. And then Schumacher capitalised. Lewis, come on. Anyway, Ricardo got into DRS. And with a side pod and underbody damage, as soon as you get in DRS, you're basically getting past me within the next couple of laps. And here we are on lap 51. All I can do is defend the middle, try and stay ahead, which I was able to do for turn 1. Worked quite well. And on this occasion, the drag, not too bad. As we head towards turn 4, he tried going around the outside again. Didn't quite work, and we just pulled ahead. And as you can see, 4 seconds already to lock on. Had I not had the damage, it would have been the other way round. But hey ho. What? Eh? What happened? I'm so confused. Oh! Ricardo did a science. Just spun on the curb. And lets everyone go past. Except for Verstappen, because Verstappen hit. Ocon, I'm not driving you anymore, why are you this quick? Anyway, Vettel got into DRS then. And that was a pretty much done deal. Yeah, I just had no grip. Tried going around the other side, didn't quite work. But even before the straight, even before DRS, he was pretty much alongside me. Could do nothing about it, and now we're P3. And then science to put us into P4 on lap 54. Schumacher? No, he weren't close enough. He got overtook by Carlos. No, by Charles. Charles got front wing damage, I think. I mean, I would expect that if you're going 3 wide at turn 4. That's not where the damage came from though. There's the damage. So anyway, that's why Max did not finish last. Lap 57, if I can find the right angle, we had to battle Schumacher to keep 4th place, and blinking all the time because we are less than 10%. Down towards turn 4, he tried going around the outside, I had to give him space, made sure that we were alongside still so that through turn 4 I could keep the position. We did. But he came back at us, and through turn 5 we finally got back into P4 and stayed there. And in the end, we're going to come across the line to finish in a 4th place. Trying to think of a adjective to describe that, but couldn't think of one. My race ruined by Norris. And there's Schumacher's penalty for the yellow flags. Absolutely ruined by Norris. Thank you very much. And I'll see you all in Saudi Arabia, where I'm going to absolutely whoop you all. Because I am worse at Bahrain than I am any of the next 4 races, if you watched episode 77. Can't remember about the next 12 races. I know Monaco's the worst out of them. Hungary is quite close as well. I think Bahrain's in the bottom 5 of the next 30 of the first half of the season before the summer break. So yeah, we can't start the season without just having a clean race, can we? Oh well. At least it's not all bad. It's 12 points. Could have been 0. So yeah, let's go and beat them in Saudi Arabia. Show them why we should have won this race. I'm just waffling now. I'm going to hand you over to the race debrief. Because technically I'm supposed to be highlights like on YouTube. But this is 40 minutes instead of 6. Yeah, hello and a warm welcome to the Monday morning debrief of the Bahrain Grand Prix. In attendance we have driver Bobbi Winter, engineer Mark Priestley, team principal of the team Toto Wolff, and head of strategy Rosie Waite. Let's get straight into it, shall we? Result was a little bit of a disappointment, we cannot lie. Esteban Ocon won the Grand Prix, and specifically our driver, when Bobbi, you finished in 4th. And it wasn't all your fault, we can all agree on that. It's just very unfortunate that we weren't able to win. But with us not winning, it was a very good opportunity for our expected championship rivals to win, but they didn't, with both the Red Bulls, Lowen in P13, Leclerc in P15, Lewis on the other side of the garage in P11, and so leaving the highest one, Carlos Sainz, in P3. And even then, he didn't win the race and only gained 3 points on us. Over then to the Drivers' Championship, and the less said here, the quicker we're going to move on. Do not lead, of course, reflects the race results from the Grand Prix, but we got a good margin over the expected rivals, 12 points over both Red Bull drivers and Charles and Lewis. We do believe that Charles, Lewis and Max are our championship rivals. We mean no offence to Carlos or Sergio, but the other 3 are much quicker and more likely to give us a title fight. Constructors' Championship then. We don't lead this either. However, neither do the expected rivals of Ferrari and Red Bull. Good advantage to start with over Red Bull, who are bottom of the pile at the moment. Ferrari are 3rd, just ahead of us by 3 points. of course reflecting Carlos's podium. Alpine and Aston Martin do head the championship by quite a margin. However, we believe with a couple good results, we should be able to take the lead back, and so we have nothing to worry about. So now, let's get a little bit more into the race then. A lap graph. Winter, you'll recognise this. This is your pace from the entire Grand Prix. As you can see, the green laps are where you met the target, the yellow laps are where you didn't meet the target, and purple is where you exceeded the target. Obviously, we've got 4 other indicators: virtual safety car, drying, and raining. Obviously, in Bahrain, we had no drying or raining. We had no virtual safety cars, but we did have 2 safety cars. So let's first get on to everything before the second safety car. Stuck to the target time really well. It was fairly easy for you. We will have a look at reducing the width of the target. At the moment, it was 1 second either side your first clean lap, lap 2. And when we did have to make overtakes after the first safety car, you were really efficient with it. You were able to get Lewis on the first lap, I believe it was, and then you're able to breathe past Max very quickly after that. So well done on that front. As we go over to after the safety car, second one, and you can see you did set a new target time, of course, and you did manage to stay within that target time, even with the DRS, even with the damage. Sorry. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough to stay with Ocon, and so Ocon pulled away. And unfortunately, you weren't able to defend from Sainz and Vettel, but you couldn't do much with the damage. And so, onto for this race debrief, I have asked each of you to give me a good image representing the race weekend and a bad image representing the race weekend. And so in a second I'll show you all of those. And here they are. So Bobbi, you gave me the image of Norris crashing into you and the image of qualifying to the ending result for the bad and good image respectively. Mark, you gave us the constructors for the bad image, and for the good image you gave us the drivers, the second half of it, the top half to be specific. Toto, you gave us an image of a desk for the bad image, and for the good image you gave us the ending result of Q1. Rosie, for your bad image you gave us the ending strategies after all the safety cars from the top 14 drivers in the race. And for the bad image, for the good image, you gave us the original strategy. So let's get straight into it, and we'll start with you, Bobbi. So to explain your bad image, you gave me the subtitle of Lando Norris is now public enemy number 1. I have gone over the footage multiple times and I do not see any reason for Lando to not be penalised. It's a good thing that he didn't go on to lead that and he had to pit, but we shouldn't have to rely on him pitting. And from all I've seen, it's clearly his fault. You're on the curb and he's not turned enough and collided with you. So we can only say sorry. You can't do much from our end. He did unfortunately still get 6th in the race, but there's nothing we can do about that. Qualifying 2, we had a good margin over the rest of the field. Is the subtitle text you gave me with your second image, and I can only agree with you. In qualifying 2, you were well clear of everybody, and you had no challenge from any of our rivals. 4/10 ahead of Leclerc in 2nd place, and just keep that up. I know Bahrain's not one of your best circuits, and I can only hope that you carry this momentum forwards for the rest of the season. I know the result is not what you wanted in the race, but this qualifying shows that we have good pace and we should be able to sail away with the championship very easily. So we then go, and you gave us the Constructors and Drivers Championships. For the bad image, you gave me the subtitle text of "We are not higher than all of the expected championship rivals." Now, yes, this is not what we expected after qualifying, but it is the best we can do with the circumstances we were put into. Yes, it is very unfortunate that Science was able to jump us down the main straight. Side pods, not so robust when a car is driving straight into it. No. That's not a dig at our engineers. Our engineers are brilliant. It's just the carbon fibre is not. It is very easy to break when you put a high load on it. However, for your good image, you gave us the Drivers' Championship, and you put with the subtitle text of "We are higher than all of the expected championship rivals." And I must stress, we do not think that Science is going to fight for the championship. Looking back at most, if not all, of the time Science has been in Ferrari in Winter's career so far, Science has never challenged for the title. It's always been Max and Charles. However, we do think that Lewis could be a very good opportunity. I think Lewis could have a very good opportunity to join that mix. So there's our 3 championship rivals, and none of them scored a point, and we've scored 12. And we're expecting to have an 8-point margin over one of them. So the fact that we've got a 12-point margin is really good, and I can only agree with you there, Mark. On to Toto. And your bad image was a desk with the subtitle text of "We need to buy another new desk." Now, Toto, I can only agree with you there. However, it is your fault. You need to watch your fist on the desk. No, stop. Please don't break another desk. With the budget cap, we can't afford that. Even no, this is 2021 Championship 79, which is technically Formula 6. So, Toto, you do need to watch yourself. Please refrain from hitting the desk. We can't keep buying a new one. The FIA do supply us with these ones, but once you break them, we do have to pay for them afterwards. So please, if anything goes wrong during the race, please try and refrain from smashing the desk. On to more positive notes, you gave me the image of qualifying 1, the result. Now, like you said, qualifying 1, we had very good collective pace. And it's the best pace we had all weekend. Both drivers were into top 3. The only time this weekend. However, Max did top it. Of course, not good. However, Winter, Bobbi, we didn't send you went against going out again, which worked. We didn't need to go out again. If you did go out again, it probably would have been another P1. There was a 2/10 gap between you and Max, but we believe that you would have been able to get well clear of Max and P. Would have been Max P2. On to the last couple of slides then for the race debrief. Easy. Now, it's very unfortunate, the strategy and the safety car. So, if you don't mind, we're just going to talk through what happened. So, end strategy was a pit stop under the first safety car. From the mediums that we started on to the softs and then mediums later. All fine and good. However, it would have been a little bit touch and go. The second safety car, if Lando did not crash into Bobbi, I have a very good feeling that second safety car would not have come out, because Sainz would not have gone onto the curb and spun and crashed with Max. So, and that's what caused the second safety car. So I have a very good feeling that would not have happened, and so we wouldn't have got the second safety car. Would we have been able to close up to Ocon in first place on the on his hards whilst we were on the mediums? I'm not so certain. I believe it would have been very close. I'm not saying your strategies are terrible. I'm just saying the pace might not have been enough for that strategy. I know we were much quicker than Esteban in qualifying. We were on pole by quite a bit, 6/10 to Esteban, obviously with Esteban's second lap as well. So we, in theory, should have been able to catch up, but with tyre wear, it would have been a bit touch and go. Whether we would have won the race, I'm not sure. On to your good image then, and speaking of Ocon, his strategy won the race. However, his strategy was also our original strategy. He pit under the first safety car like we did. However, he went straight to hards and never made a pit stop in the rest of the race. Was this strategy the best one? I believe so. We would have had track position. We could have gone about it two ways. We could have pit under safety car and done like Ocon and pit for hards, or we could have done like Max and waited until after the safety car and then pit for hards. If we did the first one, then we would have come back into the race P3 like we did. However, we would have been on fresher tyres versus Lewis's and Max's older tyres. I think we would have been able to get past them quite easily, like we did. If we stayed out, we would have kept track position. and I think we could have been able to build a gap before we pitted, and we probably would have still come out behind Ocon, but we would have been on much fresher tyres, and we would have clearly won the race, I believe. So the strategy is good. Just need to work on the strategies mid-race using the deltas and lap times of other drivers, and maybe what other drivers are doing in their strategies as well. But overall, I believe it's a good weekend, and I believe we can push forward. So thank you for attending the race debrief, and we'll see you again in Saudi Arabia.